Buttons.
Yeah, so record.
Okay.
Yeah, 29 minutes. You gotta put a timer, right?
Yep, I'm doing it.
Back at it.
Max, we did it. We're finally back.
We got so many questions.
We do, dude. We have a box full of questions. We got a whole life to live. I think what do you think? We just do it?
Straight to questions.
I mean, or we could explain to the people why we haven't been around, or I don't know, whatever you want to really do.
It's just work, man. You gotta work. You gotta make money.
We do have to make money.
You gotta invest in TQQQ.
Oh, yes.
And hopefully make bank.
You want to let the people know about your investment strategy, or do you feel like that might everybody might jump on your bandwagon and then might ruin it?
I don't think that's how that works. I think that if they jump, if I'm the first one to make it, it's called a pump and dump.
I like your style.
Yes.
We're pumping and dumping.
Yes.
Yes.
I create the options, right? And I say that it's never going to fail because it's backed by AI, which is true.
That is true.
And then all of the peoples jump on exactly.
A little too late, though.
And they drive it up.
Yes.
And then I keep on promoting the hell out of it.
Yes.
And then I pull out.
Yes, you have to pull out. And then you let the mountain burn, and you're like driving a Bentley.
I think that only works if I invested like a lot of money in it, right? Because if only my share pulls out, it doesn't affect too much the other people's share.
No, and what it usually affects is the confidence in the product. Like if the one person who's backing some sort of stock and who has been promoting it for, let's say, like 10 years and saying it's the best thing, and then he pulls, then everybody's like, holy crap, this is a pyramid scheme or whatever. This is a pump and dump scenario. There's nothing here. He's been selling us lies.
Is that all that strategy is? Is a pump and dump? Is that all it is?
In a way, yes. Well, I mean, the pump part is like people who have a lot of money who will, because they've invested in the product starts to rise, and then other people are like, oh, why is this stock kind of going up?
But that's what I'm saying. But
I mean, this is a very silly...
But they had $1 million to invest at first, and then it made it go up, right?
Yes.
I don't have $1 million, dude.
No, you're not
I have the same amount of money that anybody else would invest in.
Yeah, you're not.
So I cannot pump and dump.
No, that's why it's good. Yes. But, I mean, the dream is still alive.
Isn't it nuts that, like, you got to be rich to be able to pump and dump?
That's insanity, dude. I mean, that's why. The rich get richer. It's real, that.
Or you need to use other people's monies.
Well, that's how they get you. That's like the bankers, and that's, it's like a head tilt and a nod. Let's all invest in this. Bump. Let's get out. Dump. But anyways, like this is all silly talks, but you will become a billionaire based on your...
It's not silly talks at all. I'm very serious about this.
Yeah. I know. I'm with you.
It's called TQQQ.
Tell me about it.
Okay, it's... You know the NASDAQ? You know what that is?
No, I do, yes.
Okay, so it's called the NASDAQ 100.
Yes.
And it's tech companies.
Oh, yeah.
It's with the 100 top tech of the USA.
That's epic. Those guys are going.
Yeah. USA, bro.
Yeah, can't beat that.
They're the number one.
They really are.
They got the most guns.
Yes.
So...
And tariffs.
Yeah. Yes. You know, dude, that whole thing with the tariffs, dude. Bro, we were actually very much hoping that it would crash the market.
Yeah.
It didn't crash the market.
At all. I don't
It was bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone was freaking out about freaking tariffs.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Tarif came knocking on your door.
And we just kept the door shut and he walked away.
We don't care. You can keep knocking. It's not changing anything.
Dude, how disappointing, man.
I know. He kept applying more tariffs to everybody, and everybody was like, oh, whatever. And you know what? It just rose the price of everything. And honestly, the only people who are suffering are the people. It's odd to say that. Not the markets making more people
Prices
rich.
of things did go up.
I mean, like, there are some American goods that, yeah, like, because of the tariffs, they're more expensive.
Do I buy these things?
I mean, maybe protein, I don't know, gym bro stuff.
Anyways, I was hoping it would crash the market.
Yeah, me too, dude. I was
fucking
ready.
jack shit in the market.
Nothing.
The only thing that crashed a little bit is Elon stock because
but that's
everyone hated
because,
Elon.
Exactly.
But now that he broke up with Trump,
yeah.
What do you think it's going to shoot back up?
I don't know. I think
given
it's
enough
down.
time, I think people forget.
People will forget 100 million%. But it was artificially inflated already because people loved him so much. So I don't know what the situation is. Like, the one thing that I do know is, like, invest and forget. That's my philosophy. I'm not a... I tried to time the market a few times. Big fail sauce.
Yeah, bro, I don't know, man. I've been thinking about that too because, you know, if I put in my RRSP, then I'm not paying taxes on that money, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I continue to put it in the app,
Capital gains, baby.
but not only capital gains, but like at the end of the year, I have to pay taxes on the money that I haven't put in my RRSP. You know what I mean? When I put cash in my RRSP, it counts as like money that like I didn't make that year or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not taxable.
Yeah, the money.
Yes.
So I don't think I'm going to do the TQQQ strategy any longer. I think I'm going to just go back to the grandpa mode.
Yeah, I think that's a good
RSP.
strategy. And then, like, maybe, like, put a couple of bucks into some Hail Marys. You know? Penny stocks.
Penny stocks?
Yeah. Things that, like, you know, it's worth penny, but if it goes up to $1, you're a billionaire. Not a billionaire.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Penny stocks, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, dude, we're going to start fucking around with
Gambling.
penny stocks
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. That's the real gamble.
Yeah, but only if you have like a fair amount of money, you know?
Dude, I bought a crypto once.
A Bentley, you know how much a Bentley is?
200, 250, depending, you know.
Oh, it's not that bad. We could probably get a Bentley.
Yeah. It's not out of reach, you know. Pump and dump, get a Bentley.
So how much money would you have to invest in a penny stock to get a Bentley?
Well, I mean, it depends what it would rise to, you know. Like, let's say it's worth a penny when you bought it,
Yeah.
but then it gets to $1.
Yeah.
That would 100 times your money.
Holy
But
fuck,
that
bro.
depends on how much money you have. So if you have $1,000,
What
you
are
now
these
have
penny stock companies?
100,000.
Are they real companies?
Yeah. They're just under the radar until they're not. I mean, the chances of you hitting the penny stock lottery is very low. But I mean, it's still not impossible. It's still not impossible. I once bought a crypto that was worth like 0.0001 cent.
Okay.
Dude, that means like if it ever got to like 10 cents, my money would have, I don't know how many X. And I was like, but then it went to like 0 point, so many zeros that they couldn't even write it. I was like, damn. Anyways, all this
How is that still even money?
I don't even
at that
know how
point?
that's possible. Yeah, it's not even, it's like a 1/1,000,000th of a penny. It was like, it got so silly.
Like, there's no currency on Earth that's worth that.
Nothing. Like
You're like trading like a grain of sand.
literally a grain of sand is worth more probably. Like if you actually were like, hey, how much would you pay for this dirt? And the guy's like, $1 just because he wants to do his yard. That's worth more than that crypto that I bought.
Yeah.
Literally. So it got out of control. Anyways, Max, listen, we're going to be billionaires. We're going to have a two-tone Bentley.
Two-tone Bentley, yeah.
Two-tone Bentley. And then we're going to do our podcasts from that. But until then, we're going to keep answering your questions. And today, we have a box full of questions because we've been late. Ooh, this one looks like it has nice handwriting.
All right, let's do it.
Do you want to read it?
This is a jiu-jitsu podcast.
Yeah, this is a jiu-jitsu podcast, but we are jiu-jitsu people who are trying to become billionaires based on
Penny stocks.
Penny stocks. So if any of you are looking for...
We give legit financial advice.
Yes, we do.
Allegedly.
Yes,
Allegedly.
we need to always add that at the end, just in case. So buy TQQQ.
Yes.
Q, allegedly.
Yeah, it's good.
I think so too.
ChatGPT said so.
That is also very true. So we could blame ChatGPT if it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's a robot, dude. It can take anything.
It can take all our heat. All right. Oh, they signed their name.
Nice. Rose.
Yes, it's Bros, aka Rose. All right, her question. I just got my blue belt, and I had to take some time to reflect on all the things. Yes, congratulations, Rose. You honestly really, really, really deserved it. You did everything right. You had patience. You're working through your demons. You're getting out there. You're never scared to roll. You got to just deal this heat issue that you have. Rose has a heat issue. She overheats.
Dude, freaking this week, everyone's having a heat issue.
Yes, but Rose has heat issues when it's minus 30 outside.
Dude, you know, I think it's legit, man.
Minus 30 outside, Max.
I know, but I don't think it's a mental thing for her. I think it's an actual physiological thing.
That could be, honestly. Like, who knows what the trigger is, but yes, it could be a physiological thing, and she's when she gets hot, she gets super hot.
Dude, I get nauseous if I work too hard, and I feel like I'm gonna puke.
That's fair.
Like if I do like three hard rounds in a row, bro, I think I'm gonna die of a heart attack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's also super fair. 3 hard rounds?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's super fair. You don't let up. You and Rose don't let up.
When I was like 3 years ago, I was doing double classes at that fucking rate.
I know.
Getting old sucks, man.
Yeah, getting old. Yeah. Anyways, Rose, we're very proud of you getting your blue belt. I just got my blue belt, and I had to take some time to reflect on all the things I've learned since day one. What are some of the biggest lessons we learn as white belts, and are they the same for everyone? Max, I'm going to ask you that again. What are some of the biggest lessons we learn as white belts?
As white belts.
And
like jiu-jitsu wise?
Are they the same for everyone?
Man. I never know how to answer these questions. Like, first of all, Rose showed me, do you ever go to the Asian market up the street? There's the Asian market. Rose,
Asian market?
Yeah, they got some Asian snacks, dude. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like pastries?
Yeah, like small cheesecake pastries. It's nuts in there.
Oh, man.
Bunch of noodles.
Noodles.
Yeah.
Cooked or not cooked?
Both. Yeah. They got like drinks, like
Where is this Asian market?
At
Is it before her place or after?
Right before at La Cité.
I know exactly where it is.
You go there sometimes?
I've been inside it. There's a bar there called Tipsy Cow.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, it's snack heaven in there.
Wow.
Yeah. So look, here's the deal, okay? Fuck, dude. It's jiu-jitsu. You're learning jiu-jitsu. That's what you learn the most as a white. You're just learning basic jiu-jitsu, and you're learning also that you suck at jiu-jitsu until you know enough to not suck at jiu-jitsu.
You need to learn that you suck.
Yeah.
Yes, it's true.
And
I know that sounds funny.
Yeah. Dude.
But that is one of the lessons.
Yeah, I think, yes. I mean, for me, I thought I was going to be in there and like, bodybuilder myself out of things. And
exactly.
You get caught in triangles, you get caught in arm bars, and then you're like, okay, there's something more to this sport than being strong.
Yes, that is such a true white belt thing to learn, where you're like, you learn to be humble. You get humbled. You're like, oh my God.
I thought I was tough.
Yeah,
because I was tough in running, I was tough in bodybuilding, but these things have nothing to do with what we do here on the mats.
Yes, and I'm not as tough as I thought. And this person who has more knowledge than me is kicking my butt.
Yeah, triangles, even just having someone in mount on you when you don't know any mount escapes, it's suffocating and it's embarrassing. You're like, how can I not get this, like 100-pound girl off me right now?
Dude, that's so true. But that is one of the learnings, is like humility. You literally, the biggest people get humbled. Like, and you can see it, the look in their face when they look at you and they're like, oh my God, what is this? And it's like, yeah, within these rule sets and whatever, like, you're not allowed to punch me in the face, but like, you kind of learn to be humble. Like, that is for sure in the learning curve of the white belt.
Yep.
If not, it's the biggest lesson.
I think so.
It's super real.
For me, another thing that I learned was that size, dude, I'm getting too fat to roll with some people, bro.
What do you mean? They're too small for you?
Yeah.
Like who?
I don't want to say names, but the thing is that, like,
you're too overbearing?
I'm fat, dude. I used to be 155.
And now?
Dude, at 155, you can go up a little and you can go low a little. Now I'm like 176.
That's the perfect weight.
The people, I know, but let's say the people who are lower than me at 155 that I could roll with and not just use my weight to smush. Now at 170, I'm 20 pounds heavier.
It's amazing.
Anyways, a thing that I learned was that size does matter.
There we go. Yes.
Because if you've never actually fought before and your reference for fighting is like maybe watching action movies, you think that, like, I'll just fucking duck left and then I'll be okay. But man, when a big person puts weight on you, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. The weight difference is for real.
Dude, I was at the gym earlier today and this monster of a human being walked in. And he's a big guy, huge, a big old guy. Actually, he told me he'd swing by and he didn't. Monster of a human being, and I was explaining to him, I was like, hey, listen, you're already at a great advantage. like, what are you, 6'3", 6'4"? He's like, yeah. I'm like, how much you weigh? Like 240, 250? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you're at this massive advantage. I'm like, for you, the world is going to be very different.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, what do you mean? You can handle me? I was like, yeah. I was like, sure, I can handle you. I'm like, but at what cost? I'm like, if you just laid on top of me, like, and you can take, like, there's a limit. I'm like, I'm not bench pressing 250. Like, where is this coming from? What is this assumption that because, like, I've done jiu-jitsu that all of a sudden I could bench 250? You know, like, nobody can bench 250. Especially not when that 250 is freaking moving.
Yeah.
You know, like, what are we
Active,
even talking about here? Like, this is insane. But, yes, there will come a point where you will realize in your white belt journey, A, you suck, and B, you suck even more when it comes to big people.
Man, I was going to say, like, it's because of movies, right? Like Jet Li movies, dude.
Little guy going, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, man. When
Jet Li used to be the man.
I think I saw a recent movie with him on, like, Prime or something.
Wow.
It was weird. But, Jet Li, remember that guy?
How funny is it that they're all Lee at the end? I just realized that.
Oh, yeah, Jet Li, Bruce Lee, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that Ong Bak guy?
Yes.
And they made like a few, like 2 or 3.
Yes.
But his first one was so fucking crazy. They all have like, they're all small, skinny, ripped guys that are kicking
Beating
like these
80
big
people
guys'
up.
ass. Yeah.
We love that storyline, dude. David and Goliath.
Yeah.
We love the storyline, and that's why I like that first UFC when Hoist beat everybody up, dude. That was like.
But they didn't know.
Yes, they didn't know exactly. They had no idea what he was doing, and like in terms of the knowledge that he was carrying, and they had nothing. But we love that story. Humans love that story.
You know, there's another saying that's completely false, dude. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. No, they don't. They don't fall at all, actually. If you try.
Yes, yeah.
But we've been saying that for fucking as long as I was a child, dude.
You're right. It's the silliest thing. We love the fantasy of that storyline.
Yeah.
And it's like, for the 8,000 people that didn't accomplish that feat, if one little guy can do it, i.e. the Marcelo Garcia of the world, like, is that his name? Yeah, Marcelo, yeah. Like, he was, again, the little guy who was beating up the bit, and it's like, wow, do we get behind that?
Yeah.
Humans love getting behind that storyline, dude. It's like you're accomplishing what you shouldn't be able to accomplish.
Or the opening scene in Troy.
I was thinking about that a minute ago. It's like
too agile, bro.
You're just like, it's the greatest scene ever, actually.
It's dope, yeah.
Dude, it's so the greatest scene ever.
Yeah.
Like the way he wakes up, the way they're like, we need you, and he's like, it's like almost like a drunk guy.
Dude, it makes it seem like you can be so naturally talented that you can wake up from a hangover and just be like magnificent.
Unbelievable.
You know?
Yeah.
That's not life, dude.
That's not.
Is there anyone, even the greats of the greats?
He's like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but Michael Jordan was a hard worker.
Yeah, but dude, Michael Jordan would go on binges, would stay up all night gambling, smoking cigars, waking up, going to play golf.
Jordan or John Jones?
Jordan.
Really?
Dude, this is like you have to really watch some stuff on him. That's what makes him so crazy. They're like, this guy was burning the candle on both ends and would show up and would show up. Like, he literally was Troy. Like, he's just, and not only show up, he's showing up, he was out all night, he woke up, he played 18 holes of golf, he walks into the room and he's going to outwork everybody in the room, and he's going to ragdoll the people that are not working as hard as him. That's Michael Jordan. Like, that's the insanity of Jordan. They were
I
like,
didn't know that.
He's a machine.
I thought he was like a strict.
No.
Is that Kobe Bryant then, who was like super tech?
Definitely.
No.
Michael was just another monster.
What about Rodman?
He was
next level.
He was next level crazy. Like the management would be like, where the hell is this guy?
How good was this guy that he never got fired?
he was so good at what he did.
What do you do? Rebounds? Was that his thing?
Rebounds, playing defense. Like he was just so good at that, agitating other people. But basically, his offense was non-existent. Like if they had to foul somebody to bring them to the free throw line and take shots, foul Rodman. Like he literally throws the ball almost like a mom would, at like the fair. It's like two hands. It's
So
like
he was good at defense.
only defense.
Really?
Only defense. That's why you had Rodman on your team.
Wow. Man, I kind of, you know what? That team is so legendary. We answer Rose's question.
Well, I mean, we're in it. Yeah, like what are the lessons we learn as white belts? We said, learning that you suck, being humble, and now we're kind of deviating. But I mean, the larger lesson is that people love the story of the guy who.
The small guy, but it's bullshit.
It's bullshit, and that is.
And you learn that when in jiu-jitsu.
In jiu-jitsu, where you're like, yo, dude, stop acting like. Sometimes people are like, yeah, you could beat him up.
Yes.
Like, yo, at what cost? Stop this.
And also, what that teaches you in terms of self-defense is that when you see someone bigger than you on the street acting aggressive, you just stay away because you know what your abilities are in terms of handling people. So you just...
Bro, I can kiss you.
You make a connection now,
I said that today. I told you I was recording something with Deanna.
Yeah.
I said that exact thing you just said.
Yeah.
That exact statement. I was like, jiu-jitsu taught me what my body can do and what certain bodies can do.
Yeah, exactly.
And there are some scenarios where you got to be really aware. Hey, this is not for you to engage in.
Yeah.
Like, regardless, this is going to come at a big cost.
Yeah.
So... yes to this body, no to that body. Like, you have to be able to know sometimes if push comes to shove, you can engage because you just know what certain bodies can do. But if there's a guy who's, whatever, don't get lost in the silliness of thinking this is self-defense.
Yeah.
That's where, like, some self-defense martial arts stuff is like, hey, you're going to put his elbow, poke him in the eye. It's like, don't poke the bear. That's like saying, you're going to fight a bear.
You imagine,
and then you're going to poke it in its eyes. Yo.
You know how angry that bear is going to be? Especially if it's an aggressive bear to start off.
What are we doing? Like that, this is craziness. But knowing, as you were saying, what your body can do and what other bodies can do against you is part of also the learning curve. I think that's something that you learn as white belts. And it's so innate that you start to choose your rolling partners.
Yeah, dude. The pecking order creates itself. You naturally end up rolling with your weight class.
Yep. But through that realization that you're like, yo, this is not fun.
Dude, I tried to roll with Dragos the first time. Do you have like a bip timer? Or
we have 5 minutes until we got to reset. But then don't worry, we're keeping it going. It's just a memory.
I tried to roll with Dragos one time. This was like when I first came into the gym, I was this same weight, but but it was because I was doing a lot of weightlifting. So my muscles were like nice and full, Dude, I put my hands on Dragos' knees, and I was like, this is a different human being. Like, I'm nowhere close to that.
Nope.
That's the thing. Because, dude, in regular day-to-day life, how often are you actually putting your hands on people? Never.
Literally.
Never.
Literally.
So how could you know?
Yes. This is the only way to learn that.
Yeah.
And it is a big learning. Like... again, you're a black belt, push comes to shove, can you manage yourself? Yes. But you'll innately, you'll just know, this is that cost, this is this cost. Person is about your size, you can honestly maybe even say to yourself, this probably will come at no cost to me.
Yeah.
I'll be able to put this, assuming black belt, like, put this person down, take care of him, no problem. But, it's like, did you ever see that video of Dustin Poirier with the world's strongest man?
Yes.
And he's like, let me show you some jiu-jitsu against the world's strongest man.
Yeah.
And no joke, I think Dustin Poirier learned that lesson that day.
Yeah.
Like, he was looking at him like, I'm just going to put you're kind of really big. And the way he was holding him, he was just like, nothing worked. He was like, then the guy was trying to help him a little bit. Dude, his neck.
It was so embarrassing.
It was so embarrassing. He was like, he was like hanging on him. It was just so silly. Like, I felt like
that guy is he played the Mountain in Game of Thrones.
I think there's two guys.
Yes, there's Brian Shaw.
Yes, that was the guy he was with.
No.
Oh, he did it twice then. Poirier
really?
was with Brian Shaw,
Okay.
the American guy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Brian Shaw is the American.
And the other guy's like from Iceland
or something, yeah.
you know?
What's his name? Anyways.
The Mountain?
Yeah.
I don't know his actual real name.
Bjorn? No, that's a singer.
Oh, it could be.
Bjorn?
Could sound like that. You know what's cool
I
about
don't know.
the Iceland guys?
Yeah.
All their family and women, all their family names start with David?
David?
Is it David or is it like they all have the same prefix or suffix to their name, like it's always daughter or something like that.
Is it like the Irish with
Yeah, like it's like here, let me find. There's like a
So I think in Ireland or England, the name ends in son to mean like the son of, right? So like a Davidson means like David's son, you know.
daughter. So names that end with DOTTIR, daughter. So it could be like Sigmund daughter or Frodman daughter.
As in mean like the son of?
Yeah, it does mean. It means son. So, like it's always daughter at the end, Anyways. All right, Rose. Well, I mean, we gave you a little bit. I could get much more philosophical here. But I honestly think like
you want to do it in part 2?
we could, let's do a little pause and come back in. Give us 0.1 seconds. And we're back.
And we didn't even go anywhere.
We really didn't even move. Well, we can get more philosophical about like the learnings. And I'm going to ask you actually one real question.
Tell
Max.
me.
You're actually super close with Rose. Tell me what you think Rose might say to this.
Like what she learned?
Yep.
Oh man, I don't know. Probably that Altos is a pretty good restaurant.
Altos is the best.
I don't know, bro. What do you think?
I would hope that Rose realizes that it doesn't matter. Like white belt, blue belt, purple, brown. Like, does it really matter? Like, does it? It's just a silly thing here that we're wrapping around your waist. And now, like, you've like graduated in your mind, but like ultimately, like I would hope that anybody who wants to actually sustain and live within jiu-jitsu realizes this kind of doesn't matter. You're supposed to stick to your process. And your process is, this is how many times you need to train, and you need to have like intention behind your training. Try not to chase like these kind of like, I don't know how to call
accolades
them. Like,
or
yes, exactly, accolades. Rather like we said,
symbols.
Yeah, symbols. Like, it's about growth.
Yeah, I'm such a sucker for that shit, dude. Like,
we all are.
For a guy who lives in a small apartment and drives a Mazda 5, for some reason actually, how does that make sense? Why do I don't even wear nice clothes. I think I just care about the belts, honestly.
I get it, and I think we all, to some extent, could care. Because it's like we said this before, it's recognition, and there's a lot of other things.
But there's more that matter. It's the thing that we say all the time. It's like community, friendship, helping others, and that stuff is fun too. So maybe that's what you realize, that like, oh, this journey was actually more about learning jiu-jitsu. It was also about like making friends and
like that's the hope, is that you realize, hey. One day you wake up, you're wearing your blue belt, and you're just like, this doesn't change me. Oddly. It shouldn't. It shouldn't change you. Like, this doesn't change me. I still have the same level of jiu-jitsu. And I'm still going to show up, and I'm still going to do my thing, and this shouldn't change you. Like, if you can have that reflection and it can be honest, I think you have a chance at keeping going. I think that falling prey to what we call the blue belt blues is because now you think you are something that you are probably not. You think now that you have like this status and this, and it's like you do to whatever extent that people will ask you a little bit more questions, but You need to realize within yourself that if you add this pressure to you to protect the belt or to start beating up white belts, it's like, it's not going to work. Like, I'll give you an example. I had a friend who's a purple belt, and a bigger, stronger guy was like, hey, white belt, you're a purple belt, pin me down in side control.
Oh.
And the person was like, oh, I don't know. And then they were like, no, I want to feel what it's like to be pinned by a purple belt. And when they were telling me this story, I was like, I would never, like, you're caught in this belt thing and you forgot that you're 120 pounds and the other person is 170 pounds of muscle. And like, what, you think like your magic belt power is going to keep this person pinned down? If the person would have told me that, I would have been like, yo, get lost.
I feel like that's also like a thing that you should learn in a white belt. Like, so if that guy was a white belt, he hasn't learned it yet, but the purple belt should know. It's like, it's size matters, and my purple belt doesn't mean that I can hold you down. It means that I know that I don't have to hold you down, and that I'm going to move when you're going to move, and I'm going to, transition to another position.
Yes, and I have like all of these other tools that you don't know, but that person got caught in that storyline, and it was actually like flipped over in like 0.1 seconds. I was like, what the hell?
That's embarrassing.
It became embarrassing because the lesson, you never took it. It's like, you're not wearing this thing that you're supposed to defend. Like, oh, I guess I should be able to pin you down. It's like, no, it doesn't mean anything. Like, this doesn't mean anything. Like, why are you having this conversation even?
Yeah.
It's like silly, like to have this conversation. And if you can take that lesson, I think you can go really far in jiu-jitsu. I think you could go really far in life. It's like, congratulations on the blue belt, but like, hey man, it doesn't mean as much as you should make it out to me. I honestly, I'm telling you, I never chase a belt. I never will. I don't care. Like, I really want people to respect my jiu-jitsu. I've told this story many times. Like, when I was no longer at Carlson, it was like probably the week that I was, because they kept telling me I was going to get promoted to purple belt. And then I left Carlson. And
who was saying that? Like Tree and Mort?
Like, it was all the feelings were there. Like, they were asking me certain questions. It's like, I knew I was like, okay, like, I guess I'm getting promoted, like. And then the Carlson split happened. And I was like, alright. Like, it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm never going to be a purple belt. Like, I was just kind of like, oh, okay. Like, this is what it is. This doesn't change my jiu-jitsu. Doesn't change anything for me. And I just kept going, never batted an eye, never complained. And I till today, like, I always say this, like, to whoever's going to promote me, like, I'm like, if anything, make me the standard. I want to be the standard. Like, you leave me here as long as the Lord intended. I will be the standard because I don't chase belts. Like, I don't care. Leave me here. I will be the standard, and if somebody says, oh, well, I'll be like, hey, you don't get to ask these questions. It's not for you to be like, to use your politician skills. When you deserve it, you're going to get it. Just keep working. Like, and I'll do the same. Like, and I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to earn something.
I'm going to go turn on that light.
We need light. And while you do that, I'm going to move on to the next question.
Congratulations, Rose.
Rose, we must congratulate you 1,000,000 times.
Sorry you're... I was going to say something personal about Rose. It's okay. I'll make fun of you when I see you.
Okay, Rose, you have a... Ooh, this is some fancy writing.
You got a good burn coming your way.
I got to tell you, this is some very fancy writing, Max. Look at
cursive? That. Is that the whole question?
Yeah.
Dude, dude, even the thank you.
The thank you is brilliant. I mean, this cursive...
What kind of young person still does cursive like that?
This is some beautiful ass handwriting. My God, who is this person? Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
It's so well written that I almost can't make out the first word. I think it's an H. Look at this. Look at this beautiful handwriting. Look at that.
Oh, this lamp is cool.
Look at that. Hopefully that came in. I don't know. I'm going to come in. I'm going to come out. And I'm going to hope for the best here. But
probably fucked up the zoom.
Yeah.
How much time do we got for this one?
I don't know. Let's set another 20. All right. So the question is, I think that's how.
Actually, hold on. Let me go see the time so that we don't
I think
have
it
to
says
guess.
how, Max.
21 minutes. Okay.
Very good.
So we're good. Okay. Yeah, how should I prepare myself mentally for a tournament?
Oh my lord, we get this a lot.
Thank you with a little heart.
Oh,
How should... Dude, you're right. That H is a work of art.
magnificent. We need to start doing graffiti with this person. Which,
Beautiful
by the way,
writing.
I was trying to onboard Donald and Murtaza in the graffiti world
Yeah.
as we were driving towards
You gotta have a chip on your
Ontario.
shoulder. Mort, maybe. Donald, I think he has a nice life.
Donald's a good human being.
Yeah.
Murtaza, we have a chance with him. But as we were driving, like, we kept seeing Kong. He was everywhere, dude.
Up to go where?
From Montreal to Toronto.
I think he might be a Toronto guy.
Oh, wow, that makes sense. Because it was like Kong.
Kong Olympics, guys. If you want to see the craziest graffiti of this era, I think Kong Olympics on Instagram.
KONG Olympics.
Yeah,
He's
I think like my theory on this guy is that he was some like a window cleaner because he rappels down buildings.
Oh my god.
So he's got to have like harnesses or whatever. It's nuts.
He's amazing. All right, so how should I prepare myself mentally for a tournament? And then thank you. What do you think? I don't know. How should I prepare myself mentally?
I mean, look, mentally, I don't know, like, just get, like, honestly, it's by actions. Like, you're going to be confident if you've taken the right actions and you don't self-sabotage. So, like, the week before, like, just get your training right, have a game plan, eat well, sleep well. If you know going into a competition that you've done everything you can do to be at your best on the day of the competition, then mentally, at least you're going to have that relief. You're not going to have that self-doubt of like, oh, I ate a bunch of junk food, or like, am I at my best or not, You got to try to focus on the things that you can control and not the things that you cannot control. A lot of times how you feel the day of the competition, it's kind of out of your control. Like, you're going to feel nervous, you're going to be anxious, you're going to have, you're going to be dealing with some doubt and all that. All of that stuff you can't really control. You can try to be kind with yourself, reassure yourself, remind yourself, yes, I did do everything that I can, but then that's where that comes in. Do everything that you can. Put your focus on the things that you can control. So that way, on the day of the competition, you can reassure yourself by saying, hold on, I actually did the right things. So, it doesn't guarantee you a victory or anything, but yeah, that's what I'd say.
Yeah, I think like I'm very much in line with how you see that. I think like there's like to a certain extent, like a mental contract almost that you have to make. Like, hey, okay, I want to compete. Well, what is it that asked of me? Okay, like, I'm gonna do this many trainings, and that's kind of like what you were saying about like, you want to feel like when you get there, like you didn't not do anything. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you do feel that way, like it's like a chip in the armor, and you're like, you will default to being like, like I'm not ready for this, But if you did do what was asked of you, I think there's a level of confidence to be gained from kind of like that feeling. So like, I think it's like, hey, the first step is like, and it doesn't have to be like I have to train 2 times a day for the next, no. Like, you just have to say, all right, I'm going to train 3 times a week. I'm going to like speak to one of my coaches before, develop my game plan, and then my training is going to be much more intentioned, and like I'm going to, I don't know, do cardio 1 more time a week. Like, okay, we're not Michael Jordaning this scenario, but I mean, like, you have a contract with yourself, and like we gotta follow through on that. Like, that's sort of like step 1. Prepare yourself mentally. Like, mentally, there's also this other thing that kind of happens where it's like you need to know what your escape routes are, and you need to have an answer for when you try to pull the escape latch. Like I think that's a real big one. I know for me it's a big one. It's like I ninja my own brain into like, you know what I mean?
Yes,
like
yes, yes.
finding
So,
my escape routes.
And by escape route, I think you mean like the ways in which you self-sabotage.
100%.
Like the ways in which you make it okay for, or like preparing the excuse for you to not do well or lose or whatever.
Exactly.
And as soon as you feel it come up, you recognize it, right? You're like, oh, I'm doing that thing that I do when I,
trick myself.
Yeah, like trick myself into thinking that it's okay for me to lose, or I mean, it is okay for you to lose, but going into a match,
you can't trick yourself. You can't sabotage yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah,
and you can't sabotage yourself into not doing your workout.
Yeah,
like I think we both have examples of this. Like you could be eating something crazy before a tournament. It could be
fuck, I've done that.
It could be rolling too hard and then getting injured. It could be, which I think like maybe is one of my things. I'm like, man, this is crazy that I'm not focusing in enough on my health during my rolls where I'm allowing myself to get injured. And I know that people will say that's out of your control. It is out of my control.
Well,
but the intensity,
the intensity
within
of your
my
rolling
control.
is within your control.
And like there should be
and
a
the
limit.
partners you pick is within your control.
Absolutely. And I've pushed that boundary almost to a point of self-sabotage, I think.
Oh, that's interesting.
And so you have to know yourself. It's so subtle.
Yeah.
You have to know yourself. And when you start to kind of go down that road where doubt, all that shitty shit where you feel like garbage, like I call that red bucket. Like whenever you're in the red bucket, like you need to have a way to get back into the green bucket. You need to have an answer for yourself. And like part of this process, how do I prepare myself mentally, is learning about yourself and seeing like what are my escape kind of tactics that I do to avoid the hard things. And you're not going to be able to tackle them all, but you will realize one of them. And when you realize one of them, we need to X that. And I realized one, dude, I've been wanting to talk to you about this for a while.
Tell me.
I realized it at the New Jersey IBJJF when I went with Willis.
Yeah.
Bro, I do this thing when I go to tournaments where I freaking look at everybody who's a purple belt.
Yes.
And then I start sizing them up. And dude, to the point where I'm like, is that my competitor? Oh man, he looks big. Yeah. Oh man, he blah, blah, blah. I start looking for this person in the crowd. And most of the time, it's not even my competitor. Like I'm looking at a guy that's 2 weight classes above me.
Okay, but hold on. Let me ask you this. You do that, and then you find a potential opponent, and then what? I
make myself, the self-doubt starts to creep in. I start watching him warm up. I start focusing on this person just because he's wearing a purple belt and he looks like he's my age. And now, mentally, I'm looking at him. I'm analyzing him. I'm trying to decide, can I beat him? This person that I've randomly chosen, I don't know his name, and now between the moment where I've picked a couple of people and me stepping onto the mat, I'm waiting to see, is it that guy? Is it the person that I watched kind of like drill with?
So it's an extra load of anxiety?
It's like I'm making myself anxious. It
absolutely is. That you may not have to actually carry, right?
And that is not serving me in the moment at all. Like, why am I wasting brain cells on this imagination scenario and focusing in on how another person is warming up and like even just scanning the room for this person? This is all crazy self-sabotage.
I've definitely done that too.
Like I'm looking around like it's time for my match. I wonder where my guy is, whoever this guy is. Like, oh, his name is Peter. I wonder that guy Peter. Okay, like you're in the warm-up area. I'm looking around, kind of being like, if I'm warming up, he should be warming up. Like, this is a waste of my mental.
Yeah.
Like I'm now already, my engine, we're revving high. I should not be revving high. But I'm revving high because I'm not focused on me. I'm not focused on what I'm going to do. I'm not focused on my game plan. I'm like looking around for this person and then like deciding, I think it's that guy. He looks my age. He looks my weight. Like, this is garbage.
But how do you not do that though?
Well, that's exactly it, right?
Because like your brain kind of naturally wants to do that.
Yes, great. So that is, but this is red bucket. Red bucket focus. What is green bucket focus? So we would have to decide, you would have to ask me, Abby, what are the things that are going to help you perform in your match? And then I would say, well, getting a proper warm-up.
Yeah.
So that's a big one. Reviewing my game plan in my own mind with my training partner during my warm-up. Keeping my anxiety levels not super low and not super high, but right where they need to be where I'm firing. Like I'm nervous enough where I'm firing.
But that's it right there, dude. This is the area where it's like, how do you keep your anxiety levels in a middle ground?
Yes. These tactics, though, just to say, are not keeping me in the middle. They're revving me up.
Which tactics?
Scanning the room.
Yes. No,
right?
I know.
So now we have to come back to like what keeps me centered.
Yes.
So, I mean, I could tell you what the patties of the world say, like performance, the best people in performance, what they will tell you. It's like when we get. This is one of those scenarios where we need to get anchored back into the present moment, right? Because we're drifting. So what are our anchors in the present moment? And you have to have those kind of sorted out mentally. Like, what is it that keeps you grounded? So initially, once we start drifting away, in order for me to come back, I need to get out of my head and back into my body. So one of the things is like, it depends on the type of person you are, but like we all have 5 senses. And they call it, like he calls it like MSNBC, where it's like M is like movement.
What is this freaking conspiracy theory?
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, bottom line is like you, in order to re-anchor yourself into the present moment, you have certain things. Maybe you're a visual person. Maybe you're a person who like through movement. Maybe you're a person through breath. Maybe like breath work. Like whatever it is. Maybe it's thought. You need to use one of your senses and focus back in so that we stop drifting away into bullshit and start coming back into our body. So for me, it's definitely breath and auditory. Like in order for me to get back into my space and calm down.
Breath is so big, bro.
Yes. So like I have to.
It puts you back in your body.
Yes. There you go. So we've been drifting. We need to re-anchor through. Like these, let's just call them like meditation style. Like it could be, again, breathing. It could be like visuals. It could be auditory. You're listening to something. I mean, dude, some people listen to like, music. Some people listen to like religious things. Whatever it is that helps ground you back into the moment. And then once we're re-grounded and we've stopped kind of drifting, like it comes back to like having an answer for those things. Okay, well, on game day, like let me now go back to like, how am I starting this match? What's the energy that I'm bringing into this match? Like, what are my strategies? Like, I'm back to like what I can control. These are the things that I can do in the match. So instead of me doing that stupidity where I'm looking around in the freaking whole, dude, I'm scanning the whole freaking stadium for this guy. You know how much energy that I'm wasting?
Yeah.
And I only realized that in New Jersey. And like, that's a big, big self-sabotage thing that I'm doing, and I'm not going to do that again. So now when that situation starts, I'm going to re-anchor myself into the moment through whatever it is that I need. So for me, it's like a lot of listening to stuff and like getting back into my body with some breath work, and then focusing on the things that I can do.
Your game plan.
Yeah, they're going to affect how I show up on that mat, like my stuff, not the external crappiness, so. And I guess what I'm saying is that how can you prep yourself mentally? Like this is a little bit more advanced because now you have to have reps in tournaments to start to realize this is my MO. I tend to do these things. Well, for you, it could be what's making you avoid your workouts, what's making you not stick to your contract, what are your fears that are kind of bubbling up into the surface before the tournament?
Yeah.
Like tell me what are those things and
let's work through them. You gotta learn to know yourself.
Yeah. Know yourself, but it's like we need to start crossing off the exit routes.
Yeah.
That's so deep, dude. But like anything that gets you feeling anxious, you need to stop and be like, how did I end up here? how did I end up in this anxious feeling? And you got to trace back to the initial thought. Then you got to realize, this is how I do this. This is how I put myself in this anxiety. Anxiety is the end. But what was the first thing that I did that got me here? What was the first thought? Oh, if I hurt my fingers, I won't be able to work.
Yeah, oh, that's a big one.
You know, like, and now you're like, okay, now you're on that path. And then where does that end? It's like a lot of anxious energy, you know, like we have a way, the mind has a way of keeping us safe from the things that are difficult or from the things that we are fearful of. And it starts with like the most ninja thought, you know, like the most ninja subtle thought. And it's different for everybody. And so we have to work through those things until you can realize, okay, like this is how I did that to myself. The example being me in New Jersey. Like, dude, I start scanning the room almost instantly. As soon as I walk into these places, I'm scanning the whole freaking room. When we do the walk around, I'm mentally already, this person's here, that person's here, this person's, oh, okay, this person's wearing a Hanzo Gracie. Okay, that person's that. The guy I'm fighting is from that school. Okay, I wonder where they're hanging out. Okay, they're over there. Oh, I seem to gravitate towards there. I'm looking. Okay, yeah, okay, there's a purple belt in that mix. Oh, maybe that's my guy. Oh, man, he looks kind of big. Oh, he's drilling some stand-up stuff. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to do this. It's crazy. Oh, he looks relaxed. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is nonsense. But this is a thing that I do in order to put myself in the red. And then 2 minutes into my match, you know, there's a high potential that I can burn out from revving in the red because I'm not being mindful of like my energy. And so if you could take that example, person with the beautiful handwriting, extrapolate and kind of work backwards from that, every time, let's say, you compete, you should try and sort out one of these things that are red bucket, that sabotage you. And if you could just pick one thing off a time, I think eventually you're just left with some really solid stuff and you can really show up that day.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck.
How much time do we have left?
We got a solid 2 minutes.
Oh, fuck. Perfect.
Shall we beep beep or shall we wrap it up?
I mean, 2 minutes, dude. We can't do shit with 2 minutes.
No, we could say goodbye to the people.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye.
Yes.
Train hard, train safe, protect your
loved ones.
protect your loved ones. Take your vitamins.
Yes, gang. Thank you for the questions. Keep pumping them into the box, and we will see you soon. This is us signing out.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Bye bye.